brings up number 25, center fielder Sam Luff. Now betting your catcher, number 23, Colton Morley.
Sorry about this. Oh, that's right. Lisa's cables are not there. I bet you that's right. I'll bet you that's right.
All right, hello and welcome to this broadcast brought to you by Live Ticket TV. Very sorry about the technical difficulties yet again. I'm still learning myself, so I apologize and I appreciate the patience as we get rolling here. Once again, Colton Hall here with Adam Miller. Adam, you got the Rapid City Stevens JV team taking on the Sturgis Scoopers JV team as well. And bottom of the first inning here, the Scoopers have themselves a 1-0 lead on the road. And we got our little bit of a foul ball action here.
Scoopers went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Jake Peters ground out to third base. Jaron Andrzejewski popped up to the first baseman, and then Carson Williams went down on strikes. And then for the Raiders, Wilson got a ground ball and then made it hit into a single for a ground ball and advanced second on a throwing error. And then Blake Olmstead popped out to the right fielder, advancing on a sac fly. Wilson to third,
number 11,
and then Lust grounded out to shortstop. No, I'm sorry. Second baseman Carson Williams, and put him out at first, but the run scored. And Colton Moreline got a hit and advanced on throwing error to second. He's now at third, and Will Waldell just walked. So we got runners on first and third, with Smith up for Stevens. So 1-0, 2 outs, bottom of the first. It should get you all caught up. Most of you guys are probably watching the gameplay on Game Changer. So you probably saw the names and the places. I just kind of caught up to some of the action for you. We're looking at a pretty overcast sky right now. I don't know if Colton check the weather report on the way in, but supposed to be some scattered rain showers tonight. But I don't think it'll be anything that will stop our doubleheader. Remember, we got varsity is going to be after this, and the guys from KBHB are going to be calling that one, but it'll still be live streamed right here.
Absolutely. And no, Adam, I did not check the weather report. Working with former meteorologists, I can tell you that I don't know if I trust their way of doing it anyways, or nobody can predict the weather, or at least give their best educated guess, if you will. But like I said, well, like you said, scattered showers, never hurt nobody, good for my yard. Yeah, we'll go from there. Now we'll retire the side then.
Yep, Smith goes down on strikes. I'll get the defensive alignment to you next inning. But that was Brand Matthews starting on the mound as the pitcher, so he got a strikeout there.
And we will go ahead and see a quick word from our sponsors and be right back in just a moment.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
All right, Xander Heller's going to start off the top of the second. He's the cleanup hitter tonight, also playing center field. Pitching for Stevens is number 5, Will Waldell. That first pitch is in there for a ball. Ball 2 to Xander. And a strike there. A little bit of a breeze tonight. It's coming from our right side, so that's probably more of a westerly breeze, where the other night it was coming out of the south a little bit more.
And you really do like to see the pitchers getting dialed in early here. It really does seem to, get you guys started off right, the pitchers getting their placements, but then it does usually seem to taper off a little bit towards the time to come out, if you will. Gonna walk here.
That one, I'm not quite sure where that missed. That looked pretty good, but either way, we'll take it. So Xander Heller lead off walk with Julian Hester playing first base tonight. Coming up to bat.
I guess, placements like that will make it interesting to see, where exactly the strike zone is being called during this one, and maybe that could carry into the varsity as well.
And Julian squares around the bunt, but that pitch is a little wild, and it gets past the catcher. So Xander is able to advance to second. And Julian sits in there with ball one. So I don't see it a whole lot from the junior varsity, but to me, Colton, now is a great time to bunt. And Julian does square around, and that pitch is down in the dirt, bounces away from the catcher. So 2 wild pitches in a row from Will Waddell, allowing the leadoff walk to get all the way to third. And your batter has got a 2-0 count.
Yep.
So here, too, again, is...
You'd be okay with the bunt.
I'd be okay with the bunt. 2 pitches in a row, and Will has struggled with that squaring up. And this is what you call a safety squeeze situation, where the runner is reading the placement of the ball, and if the batter is able to get the ball into that spot, you're going hard and full tilt home. 3-1 now to Julian. He is swinging away. Another pass ball, but not quite far enough to get Xander to go home. Not a bad deal. Yeah, first and third with no outs. No reason to give him a
easy out here.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah.
Smart play there, staying on third. You never know. Like you said, runner on first now. Get him into scoring position and see where you go from there.
Plus, this puts in your classic first and third situation where the batter usually takes the first pitch and the runner on first takes second pretty easily. Not much of a lead there for Julian.
Yep. That's
So,
tough, though. Now you're behind 1.
Yep. George takes strike. That was a little bit. It was a strike, but it was on the inside part of the zone. Not probably not what he was looking for. There was a very nice gap between third baseman and shortstop.
That looks like that could potentially tie it here.
Yep.
That will. Nice heads-up play there, and a stolen base at third.
Yes.
Love how that ends up for the Scoopers.
Yep. So Julian was going. The ball gets a pass ball, which allows a runner from third, Xander Heller, to score. And as Julian is coming hard through second base, he goes through second base and turns and looks and see that the catcher flipped the ball to the pitcher to try to get it out at home. Well, goes past the pitcher, and Julian, already in motion, just keeps going to third, and the throw beat him there, but the throw was up shoulder high level on the third baseman, so Julian was able to slide in under that tag very easily. Now at the bat for the Scoopers is George. I believe he's got a 1-2 count on him. Scoreboard's off.
A little bit off, yep. One, and that's what the ump is trying to...
Pat Cass over at third base is asking for clarification to make sure what he might want to do with the count situation. So that ball is... I'm not sure if our catcher is getting crossed up here, because we've seen a bunch of pitches that are coming well outside, but not uncatchable. And it just keeps coming off his glove and rolling just far enough away to make you as a runner think, I probably shouldn't.
Keeps things interesting here, Adam.
Yeah, but again, no outs. He just tied the ball game up. And George ropes one right straight away center field. Coming in hard is center fielder Sam Lust. He makes the catch. And even if Julian was standing on third, I don't think he would have got sent home because coming straight in, full momentum,
Barrett passes.
the percentages of you getting safe is not really good. That's the first out. Now Barrett Patterson is going to give a try, see if he can get a ground ball through the infield here or find some outfield grass. First pitch is ball one. It's low in the dirt.
A little bit of a trouble here seems to be by the pitcher, kind of getting things rolling here, or excuse me, by the catcher, kind of securing some things. Hopefully we can get that cleaned up for the Raiders, and they can continue to put the ball down and maybe get some outs to finish this thing out. Ooh, you got a little bit of that one.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch right down the middle, and Barrett was just late on it. He could have squared that one up on time. It definitely gets to the outfield. Whether it's catchable or not, we'll never know.
At least it didn't come back to us. You got to count your lucky stars sometimes.
Oh, and now time he's late and over the top of it. So down 1-2 is Barrett. You really hate to squander that potential go-ahead run at second, who's been sitting there since there was
Heads up.
no outs.
Felt that one.
Yeah, that one rattled our feet a little bit as it hit the dirt and hit the underneath the overhang here. Almost had to pull the camera out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Keeps things fun, Adam. It really does. Oh, that's tough.
Barrett's going to go down on strikes. And pitcher Brand Matthews is coming in. Bat. Brand takes strike one. Julian is trying to work his way to time the pitch. That way, if that ball gets past the catcher again, he's already moving home. That's what you want to do.
You got the Sturgis pitcher doing his best Madison Bumgarner impersonation, trying to hit.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Catcher bluffs the throw back to Chase Julian back to third. 1-2 on Matthews.
Hit by pitch here.
Okay, so that's going to give us first and third with Tate Corkins rounding up the bottom of the order. He's in right field tonight.
That pitch brings up number 31, Tate Corkins.
Scooper's actually still looking for their first hit of the game. They had 2 walks and a hit by pitch in this inning. A hit here could certainly add a few more runs. Tatum takes strike one. Brand Matthews did not go. This is first and third again. Okay, so Julian was not anticipating that time.
Yep.
That was start, go, start, stop, go, stop, go. Coach was telling him go, 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 and Julian was going the wrong way.
Indecision at its finest. That's tough. I would have probably done the same thing, but in the process,
Well, like I said,
tripped and broken into something.
like I talked him up earlier, he was timing it just fine. You got to anticipate that, especially with 2 outs. They're going to give you a run. You got to be able to take it. Tough pitch to hit there. That was catcher kind of caught that down in the dirt. But the good news is if Tatum can put one in play here and reach first, he'll probably score 2 RBIs.
Now you're going to go to a full count here. The pressure is somewhat on.
Yep.
With 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Now 2 runners in scoring position.
And Tatum looks, he looks at one right down the middle.
Great job there by the Stevens pitcher, to retire that one, though.
Once again, we want
Yep.
to thank everybody for coming
Yep.
out and supporting.
Both pitchers
Raising
in the
baseball.
last
If you'd like to
inning
support
here
us just a little bit more, we
dealt
do
with
have
some
raffle
high-pressure
tickets
situations
for,
and got out of it with only one run.
some
So
guns if you're
we'll see
looking
what
at
comes
that.
up here in the bottom of the second.
Raffle tickets, they're $20 a piece.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
And welcome back to the action here at McKeague Field, Colton Hall. Once again, here with Adam Miller. We are at the bottom of the second inning with no outs.
Yep, Dave Sullivan started off the inning. He hit a ground ball right back up the pitcher. It was fielded by Xander out in center field, so he's out at first, or on first. He was not out. And Russ is now batting. He's got a 1-2 count. And he fouls that one off. Okay, so here is your defensive alignment for the Scoopers. On the mound is Brandon Matthews. Behind the plate is George Hamer. Over at first is Julian Hester. At second is Carson Williams. Jaron Andrzejewski is at third, so a little bit of switch there. It's been Carson at third and Jaron at second, but switching that tonight. Jake Peters is still at short. Barrett Patterson's in left. Xander, as I previously mentioned, is in center. And Tayton Corkins out in right. So Sullivan over at first base is getting a healthy lead, and George Hamer is doing some back picking and not been quite successful enough. And Russ is going to go down swinging. And that should be the second strikeout for Brand Matthews. Jacob Chelbeck playing second base tonight, is up to bat now. He is the number 9 hitter. The roster sheet that I saw for Stevens only showed 9 on the roster, though. Maybe more in the dugout. It's hard to say. Are they varsity? Are they what the situation is? But Sullivan takes off, but Chelbeck fouls it off, so he's at an 0-2 count, and Sullivan's got to go back to first.
That just sucks. You got to do extra running now. Like, if it was me, Adam, we'd all have four-wheelers going to. That way you don't got to run anymore. No more running. It's taken out.
Tough play for Jake. Can he field it in time? No, he cannot. Got him at, yep.
Wow. Nice heads-up play.
Good play by Jake. Good communication on the infield. Jake kind of fumbled that ball a little bit, and he realized I'm not going to get him out at first. So instead of just throwing it just for the fun of it, he kind of half-cocked and held it, and Sullivan got a little too greedy and was going to run on the throw to first, and because the throw didn't go, Carson was covering. Very good job by Carson to cover. So all Jake had to do was kind of sidearm flip it to Carson, and Carson caught and tagged Sullivan out at second. So we got 2 outs, top of the order, and Russ is going to get credit for Chelbeck, I'm sorry. Looks like they gave him an error on that. Gave Jake an error on that play. So Russ at first, and Wilson, who got to hit his first at bat. Good play by Jaron. Long throw to third, and he puts it right on the money for Julian Halster for a 5-3
Fantastic
putout.
Play.
Yes. That was a tough scoop, to cross body scoop, and then keep your shoulder square to make that throw. All right. That's a good way to end that inning.
Absolutely. More here in just a moment after a quick word from our sponsors.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
All right, top of the third here, and Jake Peters is going to start off the inning, which is the top of the order for the Scoops. He's a 1-1 count. And he line drives one up the middle. Shortstop comes over, and that was one of those, do I lay out and catch it in the air, or do I let it hit the ground and pop in my glove? He decided to let it hit the ground, and it did not bounce the way he wanted to, so he kind of kicked it around a little bit.
There's been a little bit of indecision all around
Yeah,
here.
I would give Jake a hit on that one, just because that was a long way for the shortstop to go, and
Yep.
he had did not get a friendly bounce. Now another one hit back to the pitcher, and are they going to turn
Great
two?
heads-up play.
They do turn two, so that'll go down as a 1-6-3 double play. And just a mental note here, Jaron Andrzejewski did not run through the bag. He was kind of coming up to the bag the last two steps and starting to throttle down. He's got to run through it like he's trying to get to the outfield, not just the base. So,
Learning experience at the very end there.
yep, yeah, that's definitely a coaching experience. So, Carson Williams turns out of the way of that pitch. He struck out his first at bat. So he would like a little bit of redemption here. So far, these first 3 innings or so are looking a lot like they did the last time these two met, when it was, I believe, tied at 3 after 3. And then, or after 2, that was. After 2, it was tied at 3. And then Stevens gained 5 more runs. And the ensuing 3 innings, that game was over after 5, 8-3. A little curveball action kind of drops. A little backdoor curveball comes on in, and we're looking at 2-2 for Carson. Jake Peters did record Sturgis' first hit of the night. It took 10 batters to do it. But they also got 3 guys on base by walk or hit by pitch. So Carson battles back and draws the walk, as we were just talking about it. So Xander Heller's up, cleanup hitter, playing center field. Let's see if Carson Williams is given the green light here. Last inning, when Xander started off, they scored a run. Probably could have had 2 runs that inning.
Hopefully that bleeds over into this next one for him.
And my point there is, why not give Carson a shot to steal? If he gets tagged out, then you got Xander leading off the top of the 4th. Carson not extending his lead very far.
I mean, you got to figure 2 outs. You don't want to be that, potentially have that pitcher come back at you, maybe get that, retire the side here. You don't want to be too early, especially with limited offense thus far.
Well, this is a 3-0 pitch here, so you're not going to send him on this, and batter's probably not going to swing. And he does draw the walk. 4-pitch walk for Heller, and Julian Hester is going to come up to bat. He walked his last at bat, so something about this 4 and 5 hitter drawing walks, so I'm not sure, because between the two of them, they got 3 walks now. But runner in scoring position. Let's see if Julian can find the outfield grass somewhere. He takes a pretty big hack at it. Bottom falls out of that changeup, and he's not able to connect. But yeah, with Xander's speed and the aggressiveness of going on contact, he could score from third if the ball does get to the outfield. Carson getting a really nice secondary lead. He's about a third of the way to third base as the catcher catches it. That's one of those situations, Colton, where you want to bait the catcher to throw it, because if he throws it to second base,
Yep.
you can get the first easy. And
Stolen base here to third.
yep, so the catcher tries to back pick the runner at first, Xander, and Carson, as we were just talking about him being aggressively on his secondary lead, says, all right, I'll take third. Probably not what the Stevens coach would have advised on that.
Nope. But a good way to get a runner in scoring position and maybe even steal home here.
Yep, a pass ball. Again, another one kind of right in the glove, and he's just not seeing it go into the pocket. So that's pops off and goes almost to the backstop, and Carson scores easily. Not sure why Xander... No, I'm sorry, that was...
So is that an E0 then?
No, that would be a pass ball by the catcher.
That will retire the side.
Yep, Julian goes down on strikes, so got the lead, got the go-ahead run, so that worked.
Sturgis.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
All right, Blake Olmstead's going to start the bottom of the third here, and he gets ahead of one and pulls it down the third base line, so he's got a 1-1 count. Scoopers have taken the lead here in the top of the third, so they can win this inning. In other words, not give up any runs. Blake hits a hard one to Jake Peters. Jake reels it in. And Julian is not able to scoop it off the turf.
Tough play, like really tough position by the first baseman there. I mean, just you try your best, and if it goes by you, you just, not a lot you can do in that situation.
Now you can see that ball was going to hit the dirt, and so he stretched out as far as he could. He just was not able to pin the glove down on the ball and keep it from squirting out.
Yep.
So that is the fourth error of the Scoopers here, and they're winning. So
Yep.
And that is a hot shot down to first base to Julian, and it actually hits his glove and bounces off in foul
And
territory.
we got a stolen home here.
So yes, that allows a runner to go from second to home. So right there, two batters, two hard hit balls, resulting in a run.
Now batting catcher number 23, Colton Morlag.
And it's hard not to give Julian an error on that, since the ball did go right in his glove, even though that was reaction time was pretty not a lot of time for reaction time.
Tough spot, but overall it is just how the ball bounces sometimes.
Yep. If you're the home team, you probably give that a hit, so that way your batter has a better outlook on his batting average.
Yep.
And pass ball by George, but the runner was going, so he's at second easily. Now Sam Lussett hit that rocket down the third base line, bringing up Colton Morling, who got a hit his previous at bat. And Brand is way behind with a 3-0 count. He does draw the walk. The positive note on that is that puts a force play on all bases
Walk
here.
brings up the pitcher, number 5, Will Waddell.
And Will Waddell, who walked his last at bat, is going to see if he can drive in a run or two.
You got to really like the position here. One runner in scoring position, another about ready to be. So you like the position here, no outs. Do you wait for your pitch in this situation, or do you go ahead?
He wasn't waiting for nothing. He saw
Not on
something he
that first
liked,
one,
and he
nope.
was way out in front of it and hit the Sturgis dugout, at least the fence that blocks the dugout. And Brian Olmstead over there, third base coach, says, I'll pick this ball up and throw it back. And then Brand fires it in for a strike, so Will's behind 0-2. And he swings and misses. Nice pitch by Brian Matthews. It looks like a nice little changeup for him. And
Strikeout brings up
Will
left fielder, number 11.
kind of caught it indecisive there by the time he realized, oh, sugar. And his swing was late. So we got one out. Runners on first and second. And we got a left-handed batter up. Smith, man, that was a tough play. Okay, so that was hit right up the middle.
Right behind the pitcher, essentially.
Yeah, literally behind it, went over the mound, and Carson Williams come over and
number 24,
fielded it, but was not able to get an out. So
Sullivan.
Dave Sullivan's up here. He's got bases loaded, one out. Let's see if the defensive linemen here, they do move the corners in. Middle infield stays at double play depth. And that's what they're going to need here to keep from giving up the lead here. Coach Cass is going to go have a short chat out on the mound.
You know, and Adam, I know we touched on this in the past, but, you're in a situation where you've got loaded bases, you've got no outs, one out, excuse me. What's the conversation here? Hey, quick double play and we're out of this thing, or?
Yeah, you always take a strikeout if you can get the strikeouts. But a double play is certainly
The most advantageous.
Yeah, it's the quickest way. So then you only have to face one batter versus
We got a
two.
pitching
Yep.
change coming up for Sturgis.
We are going to have a pitching change.
Okay.
Drake Sundstrom came in for Tatum Corkins, and he's out in right field.
And with that, while we let them warm up, we will hear a quick word from the sponsors.
34.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
A little bit of an update. The Scoopers go with a pitching change here.
Carson Williams on the mound. Barrett Patterson comes in to play second base for him.
James Ruff.
And Carson just struck out Dave Sullivan. George didn't get the memo that there was only one out, so he thought that was the third out. So him and Carson started coming in to the dugout, and there's a ball rolling out on the field. Fortunately, the runners did not advance, so we got 2 outs to Russ, no balls, and 2 strikes, and he swings. Well, I'm sorry, our scoreboard is incorrect. A little wild pitch for Carson Williams. Russ does swing at it, but it gets past George, and all the runners advance 90 feet. So,
And now you've got a 3-2 Raiders lead here.
yep. Gonna be a tough play. I think he got him. Nope.
Oh, dropped it.
Julian. Jake worked really hard to come up through that slow hopper. He had to come way in on the grass to get it, navigate through a base runner, fields it cleanly, was able to throw it very quickly.
Jacob Shelvick.
Goes right into Julian's glove and then comes right out. So that scores 2 runs and keeps the inning alive. So by my count, that is the fifth error.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but little slap here to start it out.
Right. And we mentioned at the bottom of this inning, at the start of it, that, hey, 4 errors over that time. That was the 4th error, and they were up 2-1. But this is what happens. They'll catch up to you. Especially when you're playing against a team that is pretty evenly matched, Colton.
Yep. Called a little bit outside there, a little bit shocking, but kind of makes you look at what this potential box could look like the rest of this one. Second one again, a little bit outside again. Kind of seeing what we saw from the other night, where it was a little bit of a weirder strike zone, excuse me. Looks like that's ball 4, a walk here. That'll leave runners on first and second.
Walk brings
Little
up
mound visit here between
back to
the
top of
catcher and the
order
pitcher,
with number 6, Ethan
or
Wilson.
the Scoopers.
And that's a walk to the number 9 hitter. So now you've got runners at first and second with Ethan Wilson up the bat, who is top of the order here. He has 1 hit today out of 2 at bats and scored a run. He lets that first pitch go by for strike 1. Definitely a prime opportunity to add an RBI to his stat line here. Carson steps off to take the look at Russ standing over there at second base, trying to keep him a little closer.
Runners advance off the.
That's a pass ball right there. That did not hit the dirt. It was low, definitely low, but George did not. What you call in the catching world gain ground. That's where you drive your knees towards the pitcher, get him down in the dirt, and try to get that ball just to bounce off your glove, your chest, your face mask, anything to keep it from going behind you or to the side. Keep it out in front. So all the runners are going to move up 90 feet. And that is going to score 2 more runs. As Brand Matthews did not exit the game, he was moved to left field. And that should score as another error because they were holding runner coming from second on third, but Brand was not able to field the ball cleanly. And
And that's kind of one of those things where what I think is the 6th error of this game, Adam, it's like, you got to kind of wonder, obviously it's kind of been the story of the game so far. It's, for the Scoopers, pretty evenly matched like we had talked about in terms of personnel, but it's like you gotta be able to play defense here.
Blake Olmstead's up the bat here. He is looking at a 3-0 count. Ethan Wilson does a straight steal to third.
I think he thought that was a ball 4 type scenario, or that he was trying to get out of the way. (3-1) now the count.
And that was a nice little pitch there.
Bring it to a full count, yep.
Yep. So
Strike 3. Nice way to recover there by Sturgis.
yep, Carson had to do a lot of work there himself with getting 2 outs via the strikeout.
Raiders bring in
But a handful of errors allows 6 runs to plate in the bottom of the third. So the score is now Scoopers 2,
Stevens,
Raiders 7.
We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
All right, George Hammers going to lead off the top of the 4th here. Scooper's now looking at a 5-run hole. he does looks at strike one.
You probably noticed something too here, by the way, with your advertising. Got a couple of ads on. This is the Sturgis module, that is. We used to be doing it off the live ticket module. Now this is all the businesses that are supporting Sturgis right now. So if you guys do see an ad here and you are in the area, we'd appreciate you stopping by, at least thanking the sponsors and supporting the local businesses that are the absolute backbones of our small communities.
George is looking at a 2-1 count. Two and two to George. Looks at strike two. Pitcher tries to go back to the same spot, but he's a little bit lower and a little bit further outside. Tried to throw a little extra mustard on it and was not able to command it. So George is looking at a full count here to lead off the top of the fourth for the Scoopers. And he
Hard
takes this.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an inside pitch and kind of went off the handle a little bit. If he could have got out in front of that one, he might have been able to drive it down the third base line. Maybe see a hard hit ball from Sturgis go off a Raiders glove instead of the other way around.
Get this thing back into. Looks like that was a
wild pitch, and George does what the boys call a hard 90. With the anticipation, hey, maybe I can get the second on this if the catcher is a little lackadaisical. But he will hold at first for Barrett Patterson to step in. So a question for you, Colton, going on the advertisements. If you are a business owner that would like to get on board with this program, what's the easiest way for them to get connected?
Absolutely. Great question. Thanks, Adam. Well, you can either go ahead and give me a call. My number is 605-440-1397, or you can send me an email at colton.hall@sportsticket.tv. And as we go through the rest of these ads here during varsity, you should see my call sign and all my sign for sales. You should be able to see that coming up on the varsity side as well. So you guys get to see those on the screen on how to get a hold of me. And once again, the proceeds, 25% of the proceeds, 20% rather, goes back to the school after expenses. So the schools are getting full support here, and you are supporting the extracurricular activities for your school. So
Barrett Patterson fouls off into the home bullpen. So before I mentioned that the roster that I saw for Stevens only showed 9 players, but I'm seeing at least 3 suited up in the dugout. So I'm not sure what the status is. And Barrett again clears the home bullpen. Does not clear the ballpark though, so the traffic is safe for now.
yeah, the insurance agents around here got to be a little happy around this time of year, or at least a little bit more busy.
It looks like we had a slider coming from Will Waddell there that drops in and freezes Barrett, and he looks at strike 3. Now with the bat, Barrett Matthews, who did throw 45 pitches. Coach Cass going to save him, so that gives him 1 day rest, so he's available for Friday night's matchup against the same team in Sturgis. 5 o'clock, first pitch. Colton and I should be there for you.
Absolutely. Have a good time bringing the game to you as always, and KBHB bringing varsity. So go from there.
Stat line for Brandon Matthews is he gave up 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts.
little late on that one. It looks like that will be a strikeout for the Raiders.
And 5 earned runs for Brad Matthews. That's the book on him. Drake Sundstrom is officially checking in now to bat at the bottom of the order for Tayton Corkins.
Must have something to do with that rule for the catcher, right, Adam?
Yeah, we got 2 outs, so now Nash Jeffrey's going to come in for George Hamer, who's been standing over at first base for what seems like quite a while now. He got a leadoff walk and has been there ever since. We got 2 outs for Drake Sundstrom. He looks at strike 1. Drake pulls the trigger, but he's a bit late on that. George slides back into first base.
Really like George's awareness here, just kind of really having the feel for where the pitcher's at and where that first baseman is at, too.
Sorry, that's Nash Jeffrey.
Nash Jeffries.
And Drake goes down swinging on strikes. I believe Will Waldell struck out the side.
And that'll bring us to the bottom of the fourth. In just a moment for a quick word from the sponsors.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities. This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, Sam Luss hits a high fly ball right down the first base line. Drake Sundstrom is able to float over, camp under it, and he catches it with pretty much both feet standing on the white line. So if he wasn't there, I couldn't tell you if that was going to be fair or foul. My guess would be fair, but either way, he records the put out, And we do have a little bit of a different defensive alignment here. So Xander Heller is now at first base. He was at center and swapped positions with Julian Hester, who struggled a little bit last inning playing first base. And as the same old cliche is, the ball always finds you. And that ball is popped up to him at center field, and like we saw it with his first baseman, it goes in and right back out.
Waddell.
And from a fundamental standpoint, all I'll say on that is two hands, Colton.
Yep,
two hands.
Kind of like your water glass with your when you were really young and your dad didn't want you to spill it. Two hands.
Yep. Yeah, that was, you probably didn't have sippy cups when you were growing up, and I certainly did not.
Two hands.
Will Waddell now up to bat. He is looking at a 3-0 count. Cortland Morling out on second. And Will's going to take strike one. Carson beans Will on the left shoulder. He's going to
right fielder
walk down the first, and that's going to put runners on first and second. So the force out is in play here. Some double play action would be
Most beneficial?
Yep. Now at the bat is left-handed hitting Smith, who does have a hit and a run scored tonight. This is his third at bat. He has struck out. He's looking at 0-1 right now. Carson Williams steps off to check the runner at second. Cortland comes back to second and quickly comes right off. He is definitely venturing towards third, and that's going to be popped up to Julian out at center field. This time he hauls it in and gets it in quickly to the third baseman, Jaron Andrzejewski.
Nice heads-up play there to really keep him at home at second base.
Right, exactly, and that's what you do. It's your job isn't over just because you caught the ball. You got to know what to do with it. Kind of like the game of chess. Colton, you played chess much?
Lost a lot. Lost a lot of chess. I think the rule is you gotta like be thinking 2-3 moves ahead.
Exactly. You knew exactly where I was going with that. You know, especially on a team a well-coached team like Stevens that is offensively always thinking ahead. What can I do to get another 90 feet? Tough hop for Jake Peters that rolls up and hits him in the left shoulder. And that hit was by Dave Sullivan. Squirts out into center field. Xander Heller he had a ground ball hit to him in the first inning, and that's about all the action he had. He comes to first base. Julian goes out to center field, and Julian's got all but one ball to him. So that's going to score another run, but keep force out in play with runners at second and third. And we got a substitution here. So Russ is being substituted out, and it's number 20. You do not have access to that name until it gets changed here. He looks at strike two. Braden. I can tell you, Colton, from running Game Changer, when you get a lineup and you don't have everybody on there, and that somebody comes in, you gotta add them in. So,
Yep.
And while you're adding him in, he's getting pitches.
And it's like, ugh.
And can make it very hectic if you're running the.
You're doing 17 different
scorebook.
things at once. Yep.
Yep. And we don't have the luxury of spotters like the big time crews, but having a second person next to the scorebook is always advantageous.
Oh yeah, beneficial at the very least.
Yep. Who was that made that play? Where did that ball go?
Morgan De La Pena.
So Carson Williams walks Braden to load the bases, and Morgan De La Pena is going to enter in the lineup for Chelbeck. So I don't know, maybe a couple of Stevens players had another event going on tonight with school, so they've arrived late and are now entering in. That's the always a little extra challenge for youth sports is if you're involved in some other extracurricular activity. And Morgan's now ahead 2-1. Carson Williams approaching 42 pitches here. I'm sure he'll be pulled at 45 to maintain eligibility for Friday night's doubleheader. They got 2 games against Stevens. So it's full count here. If you're Carson Williams, you want to finish this inning with your 45th and final pitch. And he does, with a strikeout by Morgan. That pitch definitely looked like it was up in the zone. Morgan swung at it, was going to try to jack it down the left field line. Came up empty. This time, Raiders only get 1 run in the bottom of the 4th inning. They're scored 8 runs to 2 for the Scoopers. We'll be right back here, Colton.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live. Whether you're pregnant.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Back at you here. We're going to start off the top of the 5th With the top of the order, Jake Peters for Sturgis. A couple of defensive changes. And that ball is behind Jake. Blake Olmsted's now on the mound. Morgandale Pena's out at third base. Will Waddell goes to second. Braden, who pinch hit last inning, is now at first. Ethan Wilson moves to shortstop from left field. And Dane Sullivan went from third base to left. I believe that's everything. Jake Peters looking at a 2-0 count. And he swings at one. He's a little late. Is it going to drop in? Not quite. Right fielder was coming in quickly. He read that right off the bat. Jake was just a little late enough on it that he got under it and punched it over toward the shallow right field. Looked like it was good communication by the right fielder because the second baseman, they got a good beat on it too, but all of a sudden he started holding up. So I'm pretty sure that right fielder communicated to call him off and retire Jake. Now Jaron Andrzejewski up to bat, and he looks at ball one. Will Waddell is going to end his night with 82 pitches, half of them strikes. Now this time the second baseman is able to haul in that pop fly by Jaron Andrzejewski. Will gives up one earned run. Actually threw a one-hitter, but part of that was because he gave up 5 walks and at least one hit by pitch, but did record 7 strikeouts. So not a bad outing if you're a pitcher that goes 4 innings and gets 7 strikeouts. Now Carson Williams up to bat. His third at bat of the night. He looks at strike one. He has walked, struck out, and scored a run. And he swings at a pitch and fouls it back. So he's 0-2. Previous games against Central and Douglas Patriots, they've been only playing 5 innings because they've been going well into 7 o'clock. So to try to get the varsity games on schedule, they've cut them short. But tonight we're only at 6:30, and we're entering the top of the 5th inning here. Score of 8-2, so I would anticipate, Colton, that they will go at least 6 innings tonight, maybe all 7. And it's kind of good because both teams have used 2 pitchers now. I think Sturgis is going to see their 3rd pitcher, but let these kids get out there, let them get on the mound. Carson drives one, line drive towards center fielder, so he's going to get a single. So his stat line is looking pretty good. That's Scooper's 2nd hit of the ball game.
Xander Heller.
With Xander Heller coming up to bat. And he takes strike one. Ball inside for a 1-1 count on Heller. Pickoff attempt over to first base, unsuccessful. Carson not really much of a lead over there. The ball is inside Xander. 2-1. Drops that one in there. Even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Xander gets under that one. That's floating to the center fielder and finds a spot to pitch a 10th and catches it to retire the side. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th here.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first car.
The Clubhouse of Spearfish, located on East Colorado Boulevard, has 4 high-quality golf simulators with a large selection of courses and leagues. They also offer virtual games such as shooting football and baseball and have shuffleboard and cornhole. The Clubhouse provides a full menu with live music on Sundays. You can host an event such as birthday parties, wedding rehearsals, dinners, or holiday parties. The Clubhouse of Spearfish is a proud supporter of all spearfish activities.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
All right, coming back at you here. Start at the bottom of the 5th.
Number 22, Blake
Barrett
Olmsted.
Patterson's now on the mound. Carson Williams goes back to second. Max McDowell pinch hits for Ethan Wilson and hits a sharp line drive just past the outstretched arms of Jaron Andrzejewski at third. And then the throw in for the outfield from Brand Matthews missed the cutoff and goes all the way to the first base side fence, allowing McDowell to advance to second. So the 8th error by the Scoopers tonight. So I mentioned at the top of the 5th that be nice to get 6-7 runs in tonight, but the way this inning's starting, they gonna have to clamp down to keep from getting 10 runs. It's 8-2 currently. Last time these two teams met after 5 innings, it was 8-3. Game called because of weather and time.
I do believe that was going to be the first varsity matchup for Sturgis, wasn't it? Was.
First, that was going to be their home game, their first home game.
Yep. Didn't exactly come to fruition or anything, but I mean, they things have seemingly went pretty smooth for him so far after getting the first one kind of going. And on the road here against Douglas a couple of times, and now ready to get this one against Stevens going as well.
Yep. Varsity is 4-2. They've won 4 straight after dropping their first 2 games against Gillette in Gillette, whom they got a match up in Sturgis tomorrow night. KBHB is going to be announcing that. I'm going to try to get the live stream going.
I'm always a phone call away, Adam. Always a phone call away. I know that's not very comforting. I know when our tech people say that to me, I'm like, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help my confidence in what I'm about to put all this 17,000 bit of equipment together. But I do applaud you for being brave enough to try.
Now batting for the Raiders, number 21,
Blake Olmston draws a walk,
Lust.
so now we got runners at first and second. Sam Lust is up to bat. He's got 2 RBIs tonight on 1 hit and has scored a run. Barrett Patterson quickly falling down 2-0.
Watch out for them foul balls. Please return them to the white tube up on the backstop. Thank you.
Ball 3 gets by George here. All the runners advance, so that.
You do kind of wonder, too. I mean, do you get to a point where you really want to try out another JV pitcher here? But, I mean, at the same time, you do want him to finish this game out or try to.
Well, they've used 2 of their 3 big arms tonight. Jake Peters, I'm not sure if he was eligible because he pitched for varsity on Monday. So I thought they pulled him in time to be eligible tonight.
Colton Moore.
Barrett does walk the second batter of this inning.
Oh, never mind.
And Colton Moorling's coming up. Nope, I think we got change.
Now batting number 18, John Durant.
John Durant is coming in for Colton Moorling. Barrett Patterson on the bump. Looking at bases loaded, no outs. And starts him off with a strike.
That's the way you want to start this thing out. After you got a bases loaded type situation, see what you can do from here. Maybe get a strikeout like we talked about. Kind of the same scenario we ran into earlier too.
Well, and kind of going back to your pitching analysis is, I'm pretty sure Jaron Andrzejewski can throw well. We might, nope.
That's a rough go about it. Can't collect that.
Yep, that's error number 9. That one kind of ate Jake up a little bit, rolled up on him. He was trying to go for the double play before he had the ball. He would have had the runner at second out. I doubt they would have been quick enough to turn 2, but unfortunately they have no outs now. They could not get an out. McDowell scores on that. Duran reaches first, and Will Waddell is up to bat. He has walked and struck out tonight.
Maybe grab the camera / heads up.
And that foul ball clears us. 1-1 to Waddell.
Make sure you watch out for those foul balls.
Nice battle back here by Sturgis.
Yep, Barrett's got a 1-2 count here to Will Waddell. He was hit by a pitch his last at bat. So he's looking at 2-2 now. And he somehow lets that inside pitch go right through around between his legs and avoids getting hit for the second time. But George is not able to corral the wild pitch, and runners advance another 90 feet. So 2 runs here for the Raiders in the bottom of the 5th, extending their lead 10-2 with no outs. So we have essentially the game-ending run at second base to invoke the 10-run mercy rule. And I'm sure Will Waddell would love to be the last batter of this game.
Yep.
And he will not be. He draws a walk.
We'll load the bases.
After being behind 0-2.
Now batting first base.
Now Pat Cass is going to go have a visit out on the mound. Let's see if he wants to throw another arm here. Like I said, it's a good position now where, why not?
Looks like they will. And
we'll come back and let you know who it's going to be.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities. This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Apologize for the delay there with us having our own live stream for Sturgis baseball. We wanted to make sure we got all our sponsors in before this game went complete. Jaron Andrzejewski is on the mound. Barrett Patterson moves over to third. And the last batter, T. Smith, grounded one to the right side of the infield. It got through and scored a run. So now the game-ending run is at third. 4 is the magic number for Stevens this bottom of the fifth. They've got 3. Now at the bat is Dave Sullivan. And pass ball by George allows the game-ending run, Duran,
And that's the ball game.
come across. So unfortunate for Dave Sullivan, where he was hoping he could put one in play and get an RBI, and basically, like they like to call it, a walk-off.
Yep.
So not quite fortunate enough there, but end of our game tonight is gonna be Sturgis 2 and Stevens 12. That third inning with we'll have 4 errors in that third inning. So Stevens put on a six count.
And it's tough to come back from. It really is.
Yep. 9 hits for Stevens, 2 hits for Sturgis. But the big glaring number is 9.
Yep.
I almost need 2 hands to count that, but 9 is the air count on Sturgis tonight. So
we will be back for the varsity production with KBHB. Real quick, we'll just shoot you to a couple more sponsors, and then we will see you for the varsity game.
Owned and operated by veterans, Black Mountain Painting provides interior, exterior, residential, and commercial painting services. With over 12 years of experience and a team of trusted paint experts, they bring the highest standard of work to the Black Hills area. They provide interior and exterior painting and custom staining needs. So if you have painting or staining needs inside or out, give Black Mountain Painting a call for your free quote today. 605-661-8612.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.